Hi there, students. To prolong, to extend, and to enlarge. A prolongation, an extension, an enlargement. Okay, all of these words are similar, but there are slight differences. The verb to prolong, the main idea is to make longer in time, to make it last longer. The lockdown was prolonged for another month. They prolonged the meeting as there was a lot of business to cover. So to prolong, to extend in time, but there's a little bit of nuance saying making it too long, making it boring. It's also possible to use prolong spatially in space as opposed to just in time. We need to prolong this line, okay, to make it longer. Normally when we prolong something in space, it's just in one dimension. Note, to prolong is transitive. Somebody or something prolongs something else, no preposition. We also use prolonged as an adjective to mean long and boring. It was a prolonged lesson with little content. He gave a prolonged speech. I'm saying it's too long, it's boring. Okay, to prolong, to protract, to draw out, to spin out, to lengthen, especially in time. Now let's look at to extend. To extend, to increase in extent. So to cover a larger amount of space. We extended the house by adding an extra bedroom. Notice I wouldn't say we prolonged the house. Prolonged, I think, in one dimension. To extend could be one dimension. We extended the line. Or we extended the house. This is definitely two dimensions. Extended means covered a greater area here. Now, notice it is possible to extend something in time. Yeah, we extended the meeting. The lockdown has been extended. But here it just says it is longer. It doesn't say that why it was made longer. Whereas we prolonged the meeting, there's this hint of criticism. It was too long. It was too boring. I'm not happy about extending it, prolonging it. Okay, so it's a nuisance that it's longer. To extend as well, also, for example, to bend your arm. He extended his arm and picked up the paper from the table. Yeah. He extended his finger and pointed at me. He extended. He put it out. And then also we can use to extend, meaning to talk about the dimensions of something, where it goes. So the garden extends right down to the river at the bottom. The desert extends for hundreds of miles in all directions. Okay, so the length of it, the distance of it, it covers. Yeah, it extends over a large area. Yeah. Yeah, so it extends in all directions. Ah, yes. Also, another meaning of extend, meaning to give or to offer. The bank extended credit to the company, gave out. So it's like to extend your hand with an offer. Yeah, they extended credit. I would like to extend my sincerest congratulations to offer to you. Okay, now let's look at to enlarge finally. To enlarge says to make bigger or just to grow bigger on its own. So I hope this video will enlarge your understanding of these words. We enlarged the house, made it bigger by extending it. Here we're using extend. I have the idea of covering more ground, but I guess you could enlarge the house by adding an extra floor. I suppose that would be extending upwards, but enlarge has this idea of 3D. Enlarge can be 3D, 2D and 1D, whereas extend 2D or 1D and prolong just one dimension. Her enlarged pupils told me she liked me. They got bigger. It's very common as well to use the verb to enlarge for photographs or images. I'm sure you enlarge things on your computer the whole time. You make it bigger so that you can see more detail. Well, it depends on the resolution, because if you enlarge it too much, you just have 3 pixels and nothing else. Okay, so to enlarge, very often figuratively as well. So they enlarged the business. Yeah, they made it bigger. I'm actually thinking they enlarged the business, they made it a bigger business. But if they extended the business, they went into new areas. Whereas if they enlarged it, maybe they went into new areas, or they just did more business in the present areas. Okay, yes. He gave a basic explanation and then enlarged. He enlarged on that explanation. He made the explanation deeper. Do you think you could enlarge on that comment for me? Do you think you could give me more detail about it? A deeper explanation? So to prolong, to make longer in time, you could be in space as well. To extend, to cover more area. To enlarge, to make a bigger volume. Now notice they're all regular verbs. They prolonged the meeting, they have prolonged the meeting. They extended the house, they have extended the house. He enlarged the photograph, he has enlarged many photographs. So, as to formality, I think I'd probably give extend and enlarge a 5 in formality. You could use them anywhere. I think maybe to prolong is a little bit more formal, but again, I think you could use it anywhere. So these are all nice flexible verbs that you can use in any situation. And then as to origin, well, I think probably in the end they all come from Latin. To prolong, pro longo, to make longer. To extend, extendo, to stretch out. And then to enlarge, from Old French, enlarger, en or ex largo, to make longer again. So there you go. Prolong in time, to extend in area, to enlarge in volume. Those are the basic ideas. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Prolong, extend, enlarge.